Thanks, Paul. My next guest will be opening for Engelbert Humperdinck on October 3rd at the Carlton Club in Green Bay, Wisconsin. Please welcome a very funny man, Mr. Johnny Dark. Johnny!
Thank you very much. I'm very happy to be here. Probably in the, I don't know, the most exciting city in the world. You think so? Yeah? I do. I always get so homesick. See, I was raised by my grandmother and grandfather in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, Italian people. Hey! How about them Phillies, huh? Yeah, they'll be tough next season. They're playing Little League. No, I was raised by Grandmom and Grandpa, but in Philadelphia, which is very similar to this. And when you're raised by your grandparents, it's not anything like Mom and Dad. See, Mom and Dad love you. Grandparents possess you. They're like crazy glue, you know? Once you get them on you, you cannot get them off. My grandmother could keep me around the house all day long and give me guilt. She could find sneaky ways to keep me around the house, especially when I had to go out. You'd be like, Johnny! Johnny! Before you go out, do me a favor. Paint the house. She was an expert at giving guilt, man. She would tutor the Jewish grandmothers in the neighborhood. I think we all go through that a little bit, though. I mean, how many times in your own families have you heard this kind of guilt? Grandma, I got to go out now. Are you okay? She goes, I don't know, Johnny. I'm in no feel too good. But you go out. Go ahead. Go out. Don't worry about me. I'll just stay home. Slip into a coma. I don't know, grandparents can be tough, especially on the telephone, boy. But the secret is they throw you off balance because they start off so sweet. It's like, Johnny, how's your two children, them darlings? Good. Johnny, how's your ex-wife, that pig? You tell Porky I said hello. Actually, I am raising two children with the help of my ex-wife. We are best friends, and we're raising kids together. Isn't that a good idea? Yeah. I think so. And I think the hardest thing about raising kids for me, is taking them to see movies that they want to see over and over. You know, my son's favorite movies are karate movies. Probably the most vicious movies you'll ever see, not to mention stupid. You've heard those advertisements on the radio. They shot his mother, they shot his father, and they butchered his dog. And now they're back. And they want to borrow his van. See Chuck Norris, Clint Eastwood, and Boy George starring in The Good, the Bad, and the Whatever. There's too much violence in movies. When are they going to stop making these Friday the 13th films? This guy's killed everybody in Idaho and Colorado. The lake is full. Jason is back. This one kid makes the mafia seem like the Osmond family. And there's always sequel after sequel, and they con you into thinking this will be the last movie by the title. Friday the 13th. The final chapter. Part 6. They're doing that with Conan films now. Conan the Barbarian, Conan the Destroyer. The movie I'm waiting for is Conan the Actor. Just a joke. I mean, I'm a single parent, and I'm really serious when I say there's a lot of violence. There's a new movie out called Future Killing or something, and the promotion advertisement for this logo movie reads, the stars of the Texas Chainsaw Massacre are back. Oh, thank God. Who needs garble? Forget about Cary Grant. It's just good to know that Black and Decker are working again. Soap operas drive me crazy with all this permissive sex. So unrealistic. I mean, once on Dynasty, I want to see two people go to bed just to get a good night's sleep. And the women on those shows, boy, they make love at the drop of a hat. Come on, ladies, what happened to the old-fashioned headache? That sucker's alive and well at my house. Not tonight, John. I've got a headache. Well, I've got aspirins. One thing ladies love to do on soap operas is have babies, but by men other than their husbands. They do this all the time. It's a hobby. And they always tell this poor geek 20 years after the fact. It's like, oh, Ralphie, I've got to be honest and tell you that our 4 children, you're not the real father. The real father are the Oak Ridge boys. No, it's true. Women cry on every soap opera, especially when they're admitting, you know, infidelities to their husband. There's always that big scene at the end of the show. It's like, all right. All right. It was an intense night. It was in the heat of passion, and I slipped, and I went all the way. And I made love to your friend Tony, his brother Tommy, Ernest and Julio Gallo, and Orville Rettenbacher. Oh, I popped his cork.
Okay, very nice job, Johnny.
Isn't that nice of the
Nice
guys
to
to
see
play, for me, they played Changes, which is by Buddy Miles. Thanks, guys. That was great. I'm my next drummer is why I said that.
Nice to have you here. Come back anytime.
Thanks,
My
Mark.
thanks also to Mark Gastineau and Betty White. Tomorrow, folks, Sybil Shepherd will not be here. Jeff Altman and John Larroquette will be here. Have a nice evening. Good night, folks.